Hello and welcome to another video with myself, Rev.Arlene C. So it is July 2nd, and it's interesting because really, we're just in the second day of July, and already I feel like the energy is coming in with this impactful kind of punch of energy. And the only way I can keep describing it, when I'm kind of just trying to, collect my thoughts in my daily journal or not always daily, but somewhat daily journal that I just kind of keep for myself. And there's this energy of, it's like I feel this electric energy. And then simultaneously, there's also this energy of needing complete presence, needing that calm kind of energy, but really being present and aware in this like deep conscious awareness. What's the other word I'm looking for? It's like fully embodying and immersing yourself in this human experience of being here right now on earth, being a human. And that really feels like what a lot of this energy is that is surrounding us as we begin July. More information is coming in. I'm just trying to sort it out. The other thing I feel connected in this is already a message I was receiving, and I made a video about, I think, or a post about, maybe one of each, I don't remember now, in like near the end of June as well, which is especially for those who have been in the work for a long time. You feel, sometimes we become obsessed with healing, right? We're trying to figure things out. But that is really often the ego that wants to figure it out, right? That wants to label it and identify it. And there comes to a time where it's like, yes, there's a place for that, but then it comes to a point where, as I've mentioned in other videos, and because of what the energy is, it is often about where, I've said before, where I feel like 2020 to at least 2022, 2023, it was very much about, that awakening within us, right? That awareness, that ability to see past the illusions, to see past the distractions, to begin to understand and piece together and kind of, connect the dots in where, we've been taught, so much about separation and separating ourselves from our own divinities, to separating ourselves from our connection to God. The disconnection or separation in ourselves, just with feeling, with being. Trying to think of what even the words are. Sometimes it's difficult for me to articulate everything that I sense and comes through, and as I integrate and process it all, right? But the word I keep feeling right now for July is very much immersifying yourself in it and embodying. And I feel like that is very much what this energy is right now for July. It is us kind of, walking our walk, right? It's not just talk anymore. It's walking our walk. It is for ourselves. It's not even about anybody else. It's for ourselves. It's about ourselves, being accountable for ourselves, keeping those promises to ourselves, living by example for ourselves, because so often we don't do that, right? Or we get so distracted or wrapped into the outer realities, the outer world, that we don't take that time to truly be honest with ourselves and to take that accountability for ourselves. And that often the first person we disappoint is ourselves, because we haven't fulfilled the promises we've made to ourselves, or been, had that level of discipline for ourselves. More things are coming in. And I've been really integrating a lot of stuff too, so it's just been, I've been going through, again, another big activation and stuff. So like I'm expressing here, it is also a level of embodying a lot of what's coming in and sorting that out, and I guess kind of having, as I'm saying this for myself, but also for the collective, it is about having that kind of heart-to-heart conversation with yourself, right? And finding the path, or kind of seeing the weaving of, like when you think of the spider webs and the way they're all weaved and the connections they make. And I feel that we're very much into that. We're connecting to ancestry things, but then just, from this lifetime and this experience right now, and in this human being that you are right now, and what that looks like, but then also to your other realities, right? So that's why, again, we're very multidimensional, interdimensional. So I feel that a lot of this is what is coming through right now, but in a sense of, again, I just keep feeling this need to be very present. And again, one of my favorite proverbs or quotes or whatever you want to call it that I share with a lot of people, especially when you've been in this journey and you're always kind of looking for that magical moment or that aha moment, and you think it's going to be this big, grand, lights from the heavens kind of moment, where often those things come through when you're doing the mundane. There's so much magic in the mundane and the everyday things that you do. So please don't take that for granted, or don't just toss it aside, right? So that proverb, it's always, and I know I'm not quoting it exactly correctly, but it's the whole thing of chop wood, carry water, right? So it's in doing those everyday human things that we connect deeper to the essence and the remembering of who we are. I'm going to leave that here, but it's just something, I guess it's more like an energy update. I just wanted to share what I've been sensing, and I feel that a good chunk of July is going to be bringing this energy forward until we have another shift again, probably mid to late July. As we go into August, it's going to be a totally different energy. So I feel like this energy is from now to, like I said, probably the 15th, 16th, 17th of July, maybe a little bit later, probably even closer to the 20th, but this is what it feels like for right now. Let me know how you are feeling with this energy, what energy is coming through. But a big part, again, too, of this energy, and it always is what the energy is trying to help us, right? It's always what God is trying to bring forward to us to help us navigate this human experience, is having everything rise to the surface, right? So that we are given the opportunity to really look at everything, to look at what I guess some call the shadow self, right? The shadow aspects, to really see that face to face, look it in the eyes, right? So a lot of that is coming up. So any kind of old wounds, triggers, anything that really makes you feel uncomfortable is going to come up. But what helps with that is being present, being right now, and very much, again, allowing the observer to show up so that you're not taking everything personally, and you're giving yourself the ability to look at it from the lens of the observer, so that it removes the emotion, which again, emotion equals the story, and it just allows the feelings to be present so that it can move its way through and out. Love you all so much, surrounding you all in love. As always, remember, you are loved, you are seen, you are safe, you are whole. I always greatly appreciate your presence. Until next time, have a wonderful day.